Hello friends, video. Today we are going to control angles of servo motor using Arduino Uno. आज हम सर्वो मोटर को अलग अलग एंगल्स पे कंट्रोल करेंगे और इस्तेमाल करेंगे Arduino Uno का ये सब कंट्रोल करने के लिए. तो the first thing which we will be using is Arduino Uno. I'll take an Uno here. I will arrange it according to me. तो ये मेरा Uno है. फिर मैं एक SG90 सर्वो मोटर ले रहा हूँ. दिस इज अ माइक्रो सर्वो SG90. इसको भी मैं ठीक से अरेंज कर लेता हूँ. So I'm going to take an SG90 servo motor and I'm going to use it to control various angles of output. Now servo motor is a geared motor. It has gears inside. SG90 is a motor which has plastic gears. There is more servo motor which has metal gears. Now if you see the terminals of a servo motor, there are three terminals: signal, power and ground. Now signal pin is your signal which you are going to give or your input to the servo motor. Power is 5 volts and ground is ground. So connections बहुत आसान है. सर्वो मोटर में तीन पिन्स होते हैं. एक होता है सिग्नल, एक होता है पावर और एक होता है ग्राउंड. जनरली ग्राउंड कलर की पिन ब्राउन में या डार्क कलर में होती है कंपेयर टू बचे हुए दो कलर्स. और जो बचे हुए दो कलर्स है, क्योंकि सर्वो मोटर का कलर कॉम्बिनेशन कैसे भी हो सकता है, आपके पास जैसी सर्वो मोटर है वैसी, तो जो सबसे लाइटेस्ट कलर होगा उन तीनों में वो जनरली सिग्नल पिन होगी और रेड वाला हमेशा 5 वोल्ट होगा एंड जो डार्केस्ट कलर होगा वो जनरली ग्राउंड होगा. वेदर इट इज ब्राउन और वेदर इट इज ब्लैक, इट डिपेंड्स अपॉन which servo motor you are using or which company it is. So let us make the connections. So connections are very easy. I am connecting ground to ground. Connected ground to ground, black color. Then VCC power, that is to 5 volts. Okay, to 5 volts. This is red. And signal pin, to let us connect it to digital pin number 2. So in this case I am using digital pin. So digital pin number 2. I'll show it with some another color. Okay. So these are my connections. My connections are very easy. Power to 5 volts, ground to ground, and signal to digital pin number 2. Just we need to keep in mind our digital pin number so that we need to program it accordingly. Now let us see the program. So I'm starting the program. I'll put this block inside. So on start, on start in output, I'm going to give a message. Set position. Serial print to serial monitor. I'm saying let's program our servo motor. So on start I'm getting a message on the screen, that is on serial monitor, that let's control our servo motor. I'll do coding in both blocks and text as well. Okay, so this is better. Now I'll take a forever block because we want the program to run forever. I'm taking a forever block. Now I need to give an input to the servo motor which is connected on digital pin 2. So I'm going to go and use input pin. If there is one, just a moment. Rotate servo, rotate servo would be output, sorry. So I'm going to take an output from pin number 2, as the rotation is going to be input is like if I get a value from servo, sorry for that. So I'll be giving an order to servo motor and which will be seen as an output. So मैं servo motor को Arduino से कुछ order दे रहा हूँ और servo motor उस particular angle पे जाएगी. तो ये बेसिकली आउटपुट हुआ, मैंने गलती से आपको इनपुट बताया। तो ये हम लोग आउटपुट दे रहे हैं, तो एंगल अपने को आउटपुट एज आउटपुट दिख रहा है। सो हम आउटपुट ब्लॉक में रोटेट सर्वो पिन, नाउ सर्वो कौन से पिन पे है, सो सर्वो इज ऑन पिन नंबर 2, so I'm putting my servo pin number 2 and I'll give the angle here. So rotate it by, so whatever angle I'm going to give, it is going to be in degrees. So let us rotate it on different angles. So I'm taking 22.5 degrees. Okay, let us rotate our servo pin 22.5 degrees and then I'll put wait for 1 second. Okay, now मैं इसी को कॉपी डुप्लीकेट करता हूँ। I'm duplicating this block. I'll put it here. I'll duplicate again. I'll put it here as well. Again duplicate it. I'm putting it for multiple angles. Sorry. Just duplicate. Put it here. So I'm going to put it 22.5, then 45. Okay. So 45 and then 45 plus 22.5 is 67.5, then 90. Okay, so what I'm going to do is my servo is going to rotate by 22.5, then 45, then 67.5, then 90. Okay, and similarly if I want I can take it further as well. So this was my code. Now you can see here in text as well. Now if you want to try this project physically, you just have to copy this code and you need to use Arduino IDE. Connect your Arduino with the IDE, put the code inside, make the necessary connections as shown in Tinkercad, and your project is ready. So let us see. So let us run the simulation. Now this is taken as 0 degrees. Okay, now let us start the simulation. See now 22.5, 45, 90. See. So we can add one more block here. What we will do, we will add one more block so that it goes back to its original position. So I'll put it here and I'll put 0 degrees. Okay, so 0 degrees, 22.5, 45, 67.5, 90, again 0 degrees. So let's start the code. Now 0, 22.5, 45, 67.5, 90, 0. Now you see my servo is rotating at fixed intervals after 1 second, and the increment is by 22.5 degrees. Now in this case, in this way I can create whatever angles you want. Let's say if I want to create a servo which will act as a clock, so I will have to put here values 1 degree and wait for 1 second, correct? And this I will have to put it for 360 times, so I'll get a clock, correct? Now your challenge for today is, can we control 2 servos at a time? Okay, so if you, आज के लिए चैलेंज है आपको कि क्या हम इसी तरह 2 सर्वोस का इस्तेमाल करके उनको कंट्रोल कर सकते हैं, और अगर कर सकते हैं तो कैसे कर सकते हैं। प्लीज कमेंट्स में आपका एक्सप्लेनेशन डालिए। यू कैन पुट इट इन योर कमेंट्स, you can share the pictures if you want of your Tinkercad projects, and stay updated. Please like, share and subscribe my videos. Thanks for your time. Jai Hind.